have my business card.
Not $20.
Yeah, they gave her $20 tip. They were tipping her like at the show. But great job, and that's everything, and we'll talk with you later. Thanks for calling in.
All right, see y'all later.
Tell your old lady I said hey.
Okay.
All right.
Your son-in-law said hey.
Tell Cletus and Tanisha I said hey too.
All right.
All right. All right.
Okay.
So we're talking about coming out today and the coming out story. Also, you got to realize this now. It's pros and cons to coming out. Also, with coming out, Eddie, like you experienced, you get to see the amazing support system from your family, your friends, to give you the opportunity. This gives you the opportunity to see who really loves you,
Right.
And not just being there tolerating you, because they have to be there during this valuable time to show their support for you. So that's one of the pros to it. What's another pro in coming out, Eddie?
I think you get to live your truth, and so I've always been authentically myself. So even in church, even at school, like one time I did a photo shoot for school, and they asked me to butch it up a bit, and I was like, "What does that mean? Like
butch it up?
Butch it up?" And so I was like, "Okay, I got you." So I showed up with a photo shoot. I had on green skinny jeans and a gold shirt. And
What year was this?
Well, this was 2007, maybe.
Okay.
So I was an undergrad.
All right.
But it was still the same thing. You're going to get Eddie at the end of the day. So one pro is coming out and being who you are and living in your truth and not letting other people define who you are.
Now, also, one of the cons to coming out, you have to endure possibly physical violence, verbal harassment, because certain men may not want to be your friend because they're afraid that you may try to hit on them, or the gayness may rub off on them, or whatever.
And this year is the 18th anniversary of Matthew Shepard's murder.
Okay.
So he was a young man who was killed because of his sexuality.
You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
All these different dynamics come with this coming out. And now I'm going to jump to a whole nother. We're going to come back over here. In certain states, you can't be on a job and be openly gay because you can get fired for being gay. Yeah. They don't have a federal law protecting against employment discrimination in the United States. Like, for instance, the city of Memphis has a non-discriminatory ordinance showing that certain employees are protected who identify as gay and all the above. But in certain cities, no. They make that big fuss. Was it in Charlotte?
Oh, yeah.
So in certain cities, they can fire you for being gay. And there's no federal law or statute on the books that protects employment discrimination in the United States.
Well, when they called me for the interview, they would have knew.
And so, but my point is this. So you coming out at home, not at work. Matter of fact, in certain churches, you can't be gay. You can't tell your pastor you're gay and serve in a church. They're not going to let you serve in the church. So it's many facets of coming out. It's just not, I'm gay, here I am. So you have to think about all of that. And it's even harder on individuals who transition, transgender, females and males. You know, I can only imagine how that feels to go through you had one young man committed suicide because he was going through transitioning.
And you see it all the time with the young people who are now being aware of who they are. And at that time, it's a better chance of them to go ahead and do it. But the societal effects are harsher because you can't live who you are. Because they say, you're just a kid, you don't know no better. But it takes a toll. Children have mental health disparities as well.
As a matter of fact, each year we have about approximately 42,773 Americans commit suicide.
Wow.
Or die from suicide. And so they say for every one suicide, it's 25 attempts.
Yeah.
So all of that coming out story, all those other things but triggers these suicides. As a matter of fact, they said the United States has spent $44 billion annually on suicides.
Wow.
So, you know...
and I heard that a lot of insurance companies are only giving certain claims to certain types of suicide.
Absolutely.
And they're taking it out of something.
Absolutely.
Wow.
So, this is our second pause for the calls. We made it past our 5:30 hour. We're going to take another break. We're going to come back and continue this. But we need some people to call in to tell us their story. 260-5926. Again, the number here in the studio is 901-260-5926. This is the Unleashed Voice for the LGBTQ community and allies, live right here on KWAM 990 Talk Radio. We'll be right back after this pause for the calls.
Is it Mary Day?
You can play it a little bit longer. I love this song.
Clear. This is your child, ain't it?
Yeah.
Well, this is my jam.
See,
I
I
with
can-
a box.
The jukebox.
No, the box where you could call in and like you have to pay for certain videos.
Oh, yeah.
My mama would
It's
give
too
us
bad.
like $10.
It's too
And
bad.
so me and Bianca had to share that $10.
Yeah, one song called $10.
No, it's like $2.
Oh, this is the jam, y'all. But I gotta face reality.
Today you had a reason.
Oh shit, this was something I would have performed.
Oh, friend.
Baby, please cut it, Jessica. He's gonna perform.
I was ready. I got to practice.
Furniture and Things offers brand new mattresses and bargain prices. King size mattresses starting at
That's great, Jessica. How you doing it?
Size $275, full size $265, and twin size mattresses over $180. Furniture and Things is located at 1905 Goodman Road West in Horn Lake. Call 662-536-6062. That's 662-536-6062. Tell them that the Unleashed
You'll be
Voice
okay.
We have good security though. So that's the one thing I never have to worry about. Security in club free from guys. Orange Mountain. So people be scared. Club ain't no reason to be scared of club. You twerk, security be at the door, they won't get in. Twerk your life away.
Want to talk about
Stacey
sex?
love the box
Talk
too.
about
Stacey know about the
condoms
box.
at freecondomsmemphis.org.
Really?
Everybody know about the box.
Get some before you get some. freecondomsmemphis.org.
This is the city. This is their story.
I
Some
love
names
this.
have
Can
been
y'all hear the
changed,
commercial?
and so many lives have been changed too.
Bianca
They're
said
giving
she
you
was
the
gonna
facts,
kill that
just the
song.
facts.
She
Some
loved this
call
song.
this the city of crime.
Hey,
They're
we
done.
gotta get
It's gonna be the
I'll put this
city
on
that
Periscope.
cares
So
a
next
lot.
week I'm
This
gonna
is
do a
the city
Periscope
of
account and
Tennessee,
win from Facebook.
where
Yeah.
fearless, inspired, on fire, hungry revolutionaries has transformed hearts and minds. Not with weapons, but with their own brand of compassion, integrity, and hard work. All they're asking is for you to join their movement. It's easy to join with a donation of $20, $50, or
Are y'all coming
$100.
to the show next weekend?
It's all for the nonprofit organization
coming on the 19th?
Relationships Unleashed.
We're gonna
With this
have all the
donation,
cover
you'll help
of the
enhance
Unleashed Voice
the
magazine
three core
here.
principles
My
of
day coming,
education,
right?
empowerment, and enrichment to the LGBTQ
I'm trying to get him and his friend to come down here.
Oh, I forgot he got a bag.
Yeah.
He can't come down. My bag got a bag.
www.relationshipunleashed.com on the World
Said
Wide
your
Web,
child.
relationshipunleashed.com.
I'm
All
real
donations
fast.
are tax deductible. Come on, join the movement. By the
I
way,
ain't had no long
I don't
night.
get a
I'm
badge
going
or
home,
a gun. I carry a
That's fine.
microphone, bub.
I was sitting around watching Law and Order.
Go get tested for HIV/AIDS because HIV/AIDS has become the third leading cause of death among African Americans between the ages of 25 and 34. Even more surprising is the fact that this disease has become the leading
David,
cause
I'm gonna take care of it
death
next
for
week.
African-American
Get a
women
Periscope
between the
account.
ages of 25 and 34. The spread of HIV/AIDS is the single
still
greatest
watch
health
Periscope?
crisis currently
You said
confronting
we get.
African
You said they
Americans.
do.
Join the Cathedral Praise Church of Memphis Incorporated each Sunday at 12:30 p.m. for our Spirit-filled worship service, and each Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. for our
I love it.
We are a church for
Yeah.
all people, and we
I'm gonna have a party
we
for-
transform.
let's invite her to mention.
The church is located
That's
inside
dope.
Bun Presbyterian Church at 561
That's dope.
South Prescott Street, Memphis, Tennessee. I'm Dr. Darnell Goose Jr., Senior Pastor of the Cathedral Praise Church of Memphis Incorporated, and I hope
Should
to
be
see
here on the
you there.
20th.
If you want to be in love. Psych. Plain old boring shoes, that's played out. The same as Lane. Turn up the bling with Sean Clemens. Her boutique of customized kicks and other items can be found on her website, 1cdkixs.com. Call her today at 563-2814. You bring it and she'll bling it. Would you like to donate or become a sponsor with our radio show? Want to be a guest? Call us at 901-260-5926. Also check out relationshipunleashed.com today and let your voice be heard. The Unleashed Voice magazine is here. You can find my cover in a location near you. Side Street, Spin Street, Cafe Eclectic, and many other sites. Check out TUVmag.com and follow our social media movements. Join Relationship Unleashed for a Night of the Arts on Monday, October the 31st on Halloween at 5 p.m. downtown in number 2 Venice. The address is 325 Wagner Street. You can register for free online at relationshipunleashed.com. Cathedral Foundation presents the 2016 Black Tie Gala Affair, hosted by Dr. Darnell Hughes Jr. on December the 10th. Purchase your tickets on Eventbrite. General admission is $50 and VIP is $75. DJ Cedric, house mother from DC, will be in the house as our special guest DJ, and live music from Carmen Hicks. Check me out doing drag next weekend at Club Memphis for the headliners. I'm hosting along with Kyra.
And join us on November 19th, Saturday, for my birthday party. Woo-hoo! And the 2-year anniversary of the Unleashed Voice radio show, the 2-year anniversary of the Relationship Unleashed nonprofit organization, and the 1-year anniversary of the Unleashed Voice magazine. So we're going to party with the calls, $20, drinks, food included. We're going to party for a call from 7 p.m. to 1 a.m. at 325 Wagner, number 2 Vance. All right. Also, Relationship Unleashed was honored by Wells Fargo on this past Friday. That was big for us, our nonprofit organization, where our mission is to fight inequality through education, empowerment and enrichment with these transformational services we offer. So our nonprofit, we're doing good work here in the city. It speaks for itself, so we have more to come. Our last event for the year is October 31st, 2016. The Night of the Art, the Day of Unity. So we have to celebrate our diversity here in the city, celebrate our diversity here in the world, and we're doing that with Relationship Unleashed, where we fight inequality.
Oh, and it's going to be Lakin Shante, Nancy Brownlee, M. Devin Lipsy, Jessica Crenshaw, Cortez Davis, and Kenneth Johnson performing. So check them out.
Absolutely. We have a caller. Caller, you're live on the Livest Radio Show on KWAM 990 Talk Radio. Talk to me, Ryan.
Hey there, how you doing, sir?
How you doing?
I'm doing well.
Now, tell me this story about you coming out in the black church and how the black affirming church is really not affirming.
Well, I've always been, I guess, quote unquote, out. But when I came out as trans, I was treated like a leper. I was treated like the T and the LGBT have been silent all of these years. It was like, well, why did you come out as trans so late? Why did you do this? And I'm like, well, wait a minute, this is coming out. This is supposed to be a safe place for me to do that and to receive love and support. You know, the T and LGBT is not silent. They think that trans means what we see when we're at the drag shows or when we see, you know, people that are up for entertainment. That's all that's for is entertainment. This is my life, you know, and to be welcomed and to be affirmed, I thought in the LGBT affirming church, I would get that, and I have not gotten it.
Let me say this.
Yes, sir.
Do you think it's because of the lack of knowledge of the transgender community within the inclusive church and non-inclusive church? Well, I know why the non-inclusive church, but we're going to talk about inclusive ministry. Do you think within the inclusive ministry, the lack of knowledge and education about the trans community is one of the reasons why you feel like you're a leper?
I do. I do think it is because of lack of knowledge, and instead of sitting down and talking and getting an understanding, people want to just continue with this mindset that, oh, you're just going through a phase. No, I'm not going through a phase. Transition is not identifying with the gender that you were assigned at birth. It's not how I want to dress. It's not how you perceive my transition. That's all it is. There are some people who may not ever want to have surgery and hormones for one reason or another. Mainly it's because of finance. They just want to be free to say who they are. And if nowhere else we should feel safe to do that, it should be among our own community.
And so how do you think we can, as non-trans people, help educate the community and empower the community to be more inclusive? Because we love the T and LGBTQ.
Right.
So what can we do to be more of an advocate for the trans community?
To help people understand that the perception of trans is not what you see on TV. All it is, like I said before, is how people feel in their minds. Their inside does not match their outside.
Right.
And that's all it is. Don't put more on it than it is. Don't make how you think trans should look for that person to see their reality. Accept that person for who they say they are. If